Hey, Zane Briggs here. If you saw my last video from last week, if you didn't, go check it out. But if you remember, I was talking about two different types of bacteria that are found in our gut, the Firmicutes and Bacteriodetes, which for simplicity just kept it to Freddies and Bobbies. And the Freddies were the ones that tended to absorb more calories and actually cause some weight gain, even lead to obesity as a biomarker for obesity, whereas the Bobbies tend to be present more in people who ate a lot more vegetable fiber and were tend to be leaner and help us generate more energy as opposed to storing fat. Well, in 2015, there's actually a study about this. So this isn't just kind of brand new, off the cuff, oh, we got some magic bacteria, we're not sure what they do. No, there's actually a study by the American Journal of Clinical Nutrition that showed that those Freddies, those Firmicutes, actually changed our genetic expression. So they actually studied enough to see that there was a change in genetic expression to make us more susceptible to the lifestyle diseases that we see, like obesity, cardiovascular disease, diabetes, and general inflammation, which inflammation, of course, leads to all the other diseases like autoimmune diseases, so forth. The same cytokines, same inflammatory markers showing up that tend to show up in those other lifestyle diseases or autoimmune diseases. So it sounds kind of scary. It's like, well, how do I, obviously, how do I change my gut bacteria? Well, it's very simple. They found also the same thing I said last week, eating more vegetable fiber. So more vegetable fiber, we can change it quickly in our diet, and it can start changing in a matter of days to weeks. Start changing the ratio of what's called the FB ratio, or Freddies to Bobbies, where we have more Bobbies than Freddies, and reduce that genetic expression, reduce the likelihood of that genetic expression, and stop storing as much fat, and start releasing more energy, and not absorb as many calories from our food as well. So we just absorb fewer calories and reduce genetic expression for these diseases that are really have taken off in our country over the last 3 decades or so, right? So eat more veggies. It's that simple. There's no drug. There's no ridiculous treatment. You have to go several times. You have to run your insurance. Just eat more veggies. It's that simple. And they're wonderful. Wonderful veggies. Put some butter on them. Cook them in coconut oil. Make them tasty. They're awesome. Sprinkle a little cheese on there. Eat more veggies. It's that simple. Now, if you're looking for a way to add more veggies to your diet, or you kind of need a plan, guess what? I'm going to include in a link below a link to my diet, which I've updated with a food list. Of course, it's got the food plan, eating plan, food list, and a week's worth of meal suggestions. So like 7 breakfasts, 7 lunches, 7 dinners, and afternoon snacks, to give you an idea of what, to get you started, give you an idea of what that should look like, what your plate would look like. Really, it's like 2/3, 3/4 veggies, and just some tasty ideas, and then you can start, mixing in from your, veggies from your own list and the other meats and so forth, to make them your own. But it gives you a way to get started and see, hey, this isn't so bad, this is not so difficult, I can do this, and start changing and healing yourself and changing your FB ratio, right, your Freddy to Bobby ratio, and just feeling better in general, but reduce your risk for these lifestyle diseases that really seem to be out of control and creating an epidemic across our country. If you have any questions, please always comment below, and if you know someone that could benefit from hearing this, again, tag them in the comments, and I'll talk to you later.